Hey gameheads, the RPG genre comes in all shapes and sizes, but at its core, all it does is tell a good story, a role which you play, and most often than not, we are entranced by the colorful world it brings. Let's talk about 10 top RPG games for Android and iOS. Let's dive into it, shall we? Beginning the list at number 10 is Raspberry Marsh, a pretty solid pixel dungeon crawler set in a fantasy world with roguelike action. You play the story of a girl who literally swore vengeance against God. Annihilate all enemies which stand in your way with various weapons, artifacts, and skills. The core gameplay is incredibly fast-paced with decent similarities to Soul Knight. It features a plethora of weapons, enemies, skills, and even multiple endings, resulting from the various choices made in each run. The game is pretty engaging with simple controls, a movement, shoot, and dodge action button. I really like the fast-paced action, and the boss fights are hella amazing. The multiple ending gives the game serious replayability. Will you find the true ending? At number 9 is a dear game to my heart, Shadow Fight 2, a beautiful game with fluent combat mechanics made by Neki. In this genre-defining title, you play an ultimate warrior whose hunger for a worthy foe led him to unleash the sealed Shadow World. Stripped of his humanity and reduced to a mere shadow, he must now transverse the world, defeat the enemies he set free, and maybe get back his form. The controls of the game is so amazing and the combat very engaging. There are multiple weapons to unlock, each with its own move and animation. You battle enemies across several iconic locations as you uncover a beautiful, well-written story of perseverance. Although its age, Shadow Fight still maintains its position as one of the best, if not the best fighting game on mobile, and is one every fan of the genre should try out. At number 8 is Tales of the Neon Sea, a retro pixel cyberpunk detective game with a supernatural flair. The game takes place in a city in a distant future, booming of science and technology, self-conscious robots, and cybernetically altered humans. Follow our protagonist Rex, a private detective and a former policeman, as he tries to solve an unusual murder case that threatens to break his peaceful life, with clues leading to signs of a robot rebellion, a semi-mechanical god manipulating fate itself, and the rebels lurking in dark chaotic slums and perilous underworld. Detective Rex is going to find the clues and finish his long-cherished wish. The game features diversified puzzle elements, double protagonists, that's Rex and his cat, dozens of memorable characters, an intense story, and a massive gaming experience. Number 7. Oceanhorn. Oceanhorn is a beautiful and a massive action RPG that was absolutely fun to play. It tells the story of a boy looking for his father after he finds a letter left by him. Explore the island of uncharted seas, a world filled with many dangers, puzzles, and secrets. Fight monsters, learn to use magic, and discover ancient treasures that will help you on your quest. Use all your wit and skills to unravel the mysteries of the ancient kingdom Arcadia and the sea monster Oceanhorn. Oceanhorn combines captivating storytelling, world-class music, breathtaking 3D visuals, and exciting gameplay. It's an amazing game that equally tells an incredible story. At the number 6 spot is Lost Socks Naughty Brothers, an epic action platformer runner with delightful explosions and incredible shooting sequences. You play as a lone sock pair whose brother has been kidnapped and it's up to you to find him, any means necessary. Complete levels by overcoming challenging platforming and blasting bad guys. It features over 30 levels with 3 different locations to complete, a leveled up difficulty, no in-app purchases, and dozens of missions to keep you engaged. The colorful gun-toting runner is a classic that platform lovers should try out. Number 5. Ticket to It, a story-driven RPG that blends turn-based strategic combat with tile-matching puzzle. You play as an offspring of a group of miners sent to a now-dying planet where getting off itself is nigh impossible for the common masses. Fight the corruption and uncover the conspiracy in this award-winning title. In the game, a puzzle grid is your battlefield as you position your enemies collect matching tiles, and power up devastating special abilities. Manage and customize your team's abilities and gear as you explore a vivid sci-fi world full of unique characters. Ticket to Earth seamlessly blends turn-based tactics, thought-provoking puzzles, and engaging RPG storytelling into one awesome award-winning experience. At number 4 is Reaper, an old gem simple RPG. Enter the world ripe with magic and monsters and slay thousands of enemies as the Black Swordman. Take countless quests and uncover the secrets of the wilderness. Level up your character with skills of your choice. Play with hundreds of swords, armor and accessories which will equip. The controls are super interactive and simple with mostly taps and swipes. Play all sides and make your own decisions in this super old but incredible title. At number 3 is the gorgeous Stardew Valley, a pretty incredible life and farming simulator that is heavily mixed with RPG elements. You play as the inheritor of your grandfather's farmland in the small town of Stardew Valley. But don't be deceived by the simple premise, cause there is a lot to do in the game, and I mean a lot. Farm, fish, real livestock, complete quests, interact with dozens of NPCs, each with their own background story which are often deep. Mine resources, fight enemies, craft and do much more. The 2019 Best Mobile Game Award winner is an absolute masterpiece and a joy to play. With interactive and simple touch-guided controls, enjoyable music, breathtaking pixel graphics, and an open world to explore filled with love. And number 2 is another old gem, ICEY, an incredible game for its age with still gorgeous graphics and fast-paced gameplay. ICEY is a 2D side-scrolling action game as you follow the narrator's omnipresent voice. A meta game in the size, the narrator will constantly urge you in one direction, but you must ask, why? Why am I following his directions? Fight against his tyranny and uncover what is really going on for yourself. The game offers fast-paced, smooth combat with epic, unlockable combos, super smooth combat experience, and an intriguing fourth wall-breaking story. Yep, ICEY is a pioneer that showed what mobile phones were capable of in the realm of gaming, and it is still playable till date. At number 1 spot is Octopath Traveler, an immersive RPG experience based on the critically acclaimed Octopath Traveler and from the kings of RPG, Square Enix. A new story unfolds in the world of Fosteria. The chosen ones must rise again against the great evil. What perils will you encounter on this great journey? Engage in an involved combat-style battle system which utilizes up to 8 party members as you engage in turn-based, colorful and complex combat akin to the genre. Enjoy high-quality, groundbreaking HD 2D pixel graphics, engaging combat, legendary storytelling, over 64 playable characters, dozens of quests, a huge open world filled with mystery and intrigue, and much more. And it's also free to play and doesn't have any pay-to-win advantage, so that's an added bonus. Okay, that does it for today's list. Thanks for watching, and please let me know your thoughts. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Like, dislike, comment. I love to see some engagement, and ultimately subscribe if you want to see more. It's your host P-Dog wishing you a beautiful rest of March, and I'm out though.